I noticed that on the door to the unit, it says that our hand hygiene compliance is being monitored electronically. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, that's how hand hygiene compliance is measured at Sunnybrook. This method provides the most accurate information.
But I thought hand hygiene isn't really a problem anymore. At my old hospital, compliance was always above 90%.
Every year, 220,000 hospitalized Canadians develop a nosocomial infection. 8 to 12,000 die as a result of a nosocomial infection. This means that 1 in 9 people who enter the Canadian healthcare system will develop a hospital-acquired infection. These infections are preventable. Unfortunately, hand hygiene compliance is not 90%. Traditionally, hand hygiene compliance is measured by direct observation using person-to-person auditors. Over time, these observers become known to us, and we often change our behavior when we see them. This is called the Hawthorne effect. Direct observation can only capture about 1% of all hand hygiene opportunities. E-monitoring measures hand hygiene compliance without the need for direct in-person audits. It provides accurate round-the-clock monitoring by tracking hand washing with sensors that are attached to hand sanitizer stations and soap dispenser units in clinical areas. Every time you perform hand hygiene, you must ensure that you pump all the way so that you get enough product to properly clean your hands and also so that the sensor can record a hand hygiene event.
Okay, so that tells you how many times staff are cleaning their hands. But how does the system calculate the compliance rate?
Compliance is calculated using a formula that has two components, a numerator and a denominator. The numerator is the number of hand hygiene events, while the denominator is the number of hand hygiene opportunities available on the unit. Our hospital has done hundreds of hours of observations to figure out the average number of hand hygiene opportunities on this unit. These numbers have been validated here at Sunnybrook and also externally at other hospitals.
That's great, Jason, but I'm still a skeptic. Even if you know the average number of hand hygiene opportunities per patient bed, how does e-monitoring know the unit census? That number is always changing.
Great point, Kim. The e-monitoring system is connected directly to the bed management system so that it can automatically calculate hand hygiene opportunities in real time based on the unit census.
Jason, I still don't understand how the rates are calculated.
Not a problem, Kim. It took me some time to understand this too. Okay, so let's say we have a 30-bed unit at full capacity. With 5 hand hygiene opportunities per patient per hour, over a 12-hour shift, there are 60 hand hygiene opportunities available per patient. So we would take 60, which is the total number of hand hygiene opportunities per patient during a 12-hour shift, and multiply this by 30, which is the total number of patients on the unit, and this would give us 1800, which is the hand hygiene opportunities. Performing all 1800 opportunities would result in a hand hygiene compliance of 100%.
This seems complicated, but what you're saying is that it's been validated, which is great. But what do the numbers show?
On units that started to receive e-monitoring reports, compliance rates were generally between 20 and 40%. With weekly feedback on hand hygiene compliance, units began setting target goals. Within months, some units have doubled their compliance rates. This has resulted in increased patient safety.
What benefits have you personally seen from the use of the e-monitoring system?
Since we began using the e-monitoring system, I've noticed quite a few positive changes. Fewer outbreaks, fewer staff sick, and most importantly, I learned that proper hand hygiene not only protects our patients, but it also protects us, keeps us staff safe as well.
That's incredible, Jason. How can I get involved with this initiative?
The first step is to recognize that we all have room for improvement. Nobody has 100% compliance, so when we get feedback on missed opportunities, thank the person that gave you the feedback. We can all improve. And always commend others when you see them doing a good job cleaning their hands.
We all need to work together to improve hand hygiene compliance.